Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It's an organization providing free empowerment-based self-defense classes and personal safety workshops since 1979. Here to share more, we welcome back from Rose City Self-Defense, Toni Fujiwara. It's so great to see you.
Thanks for having me back.
Remind us about what you do because you have so much wonderful programming.
Oh my gosh, so we've been on a little bit of a break as we're training our new crop of volunteers.
So exciting.
We have 27 brand new volunteer instructors that are just getting ready to finish this weekend. So that means in April we get to come back with our community, LGBT and youth introductory classes, and they're all 3 nights, free to anyone. You just have to be willing to come to the city of Portland to make it happen.
Such a great resource. Tell us about just some good reminders about having that awareness about us and checking maybe our own biases so that we can be best protected.
Yeah, you know, for us, we consider ourselves empowerment self-defense. So one of the empowerment sides of it is learning to take the tools we have within us. So one of our biggest gifts that we tell folks is reconnecting with our intuition. It is our biggest, first alert, right? It's that uh-oh feeling that we get that says, pay attention, something feels off. And I think it's just, we've been so conditioned to almost ignore it, you know? We kind of dismiss it or play it off like we maybe were imagining things.
Totally.
Or maybe I saw a scary movie and that's what's causing it. And so it's really about reconnecting and learning to listen to that intuition.
Tell me about some of the training that your volunteers go through, because you guys do such a great job of making sure everybody is prepared. And we should, these are volunteers, people giving their time to help empower the community.
Yes. So they start off by getting the full City of Portland's equity training. We do a lot of stuff on being trauma informed. We have folks come in from experience with domestic violence. So this year we had Call to Safety come in and do a presentation on domestic violence and intimate partner violence. They're getting mandatory reporter training. And then they're just learning the ins and outs of our curriculum from some of our seasoned mentor volunteers. Some of which are professors at universities, and then they're getting a chance to really practice the physical skills of the curriculum to really be able to break it down and make them accessible to everyone.
I know people really love taking the courses. It sounds like people come through, take a class, and then they want to stay involved and become a volunteer.
That's it. They feel that sense of sort of community and empowerment, and they just want to keep it going. And that's what our biggest sort of reach is to come back. If you loved it, you can be a part of this, and teaching it helps reinforce it within yourself on a regular basis.
Such a great testament to how hard you guys work to make this so accessible. Let's talk about the new youth intro class. What can people expect from this curriculum?
So this is an expansion. So we used to do after school programming, but what we've noticed is kids are getting tired and they're not quite ready to go right into learning about this. So when we give them a little break, have them a chance to go home, have dinner, and then come back, what they're learning is just a little more expanded. So we're going to really lean into the empowerment side. We're going to talk about defensive tactics that we can use. Also leaning into more on healthy relationships and consent, and just not just romantic relationships, but talking about how relationships are in friendships and with your parents and teachers and coaches. And so just really giving them some base understanding of how to own themselves in that relationship and how to set those boundaries and how to be more confident in the way they carry themselves.
So helpful, especially to get that messaging in at as young of an age as possible. And then there's some LGBTQ focused courses as well. Yeah,
and so all of our courses are really aligning now. So our community, our LGBT, and our youth are really starting to focus on things that are specific to that community. So it's a lot of the similar skills, but it's talking about the risks and benefits and scenarios that are specific to that community.
Okay. Yeah. You have a demo for us today of a basic skill anybody can learn to do at home. We're going to try it out here.
We're going to talk about when somebody shoves you. And this could even be just somebody bumps you in a crowd. Maybe you're at a concert. It's just all the ways that we can be safer in our skin. So, if I'm standing here and maybe I'm not paying attention and I'm like this and somebody came up and bumped me, and I would be kind of like, oh, and just be off balance.
Right.
As opposed to if I'm standing with my knees a little bit softer, my feet a little shoulder width apart, and somebody goes to shove me, I lean into it a little bit and I resist a little bit, right? And so I start to think about how I can use my body to either control it, or if you shoved me and I decided to then be ready.
And then
so I kind of create that space. So these are kind of ways that we can respond to being shoved where we're actually in control, and that we are creating space to give us time to be able to decide what we do next.
That's a good one, because like you mentioned, this can happen to anybody in a crowded space anywhere, and you never want it to escalate, especially if it was an unintentional thing.
Yeah, and
you want to diffuse, right?
And so much stuff we learn are unintentional.
Right.
It's just, we get caught off guard, right? And so just being more prepared with just how we stand, and that more of assertive stance and more sort of situationally aware prepares us for that accidental bump, or when it becomes more intentional.
Yeah, we got to keep our head on a swivel. We can't be crouched down with our Headphones in all the time on our screens.
Yeah, paying
Step
attention,
one, right?
Yes. You say situational awareness.
Yeah, that's
the
awesome.
first step.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Always so nice to catch up with you. Exciting about the new programming too.
Yes, thank you so much for having
Of course.
us.
Okay, so for more information about Rose City Self-Defense, including how to register for the free programming we talked about today, head to our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.